Hi, come along with me as I make my biggest order ever. Hello, I am super excited that I received my biggest order ever. So it was a wholesale order, and today you're going to come along and help me finish up the items in the order, and then we'll be packing on my order as well. So this is going to my alma mater, SCAD. They have a store in Savannah where they sell items from, I think, faculty, alumni, and students. So it's all made by anybody with a relationship with SCAD. So I was really honored that they reached out to me to order some of our jewelry. Trying to do this one-handed. All right, I got our koozie I'm gonna use for my drink. Cheers. So the order that was placed was for kind of a little bit of everything in our collections. So right now I am at various stages of completion for those items. I've packed up some items already finished, but most of it I'm working on right now. So I'll show you where I am right now. So here's most of what I'm working on right now. So these pieces just need to be polished. Right here, these pieces were just soldered, or I liver sulfured them, so I need to remove the liver of sulfur and get those ready to polish next. And then these I just got in from casting, so I need to clean them up and sand them and then liver sulfur them and polish and add the chain. So there's a lot of work to be done. Right, I didn't film it, but I just went through and checked all the solder seams for the items in this bowl that I soldered. So I used my microscope just to make sure everywhere that was soldered actually flowed. So like here is where that solder seam is, and solder is kind of like metal glue, and it holds the pieces of metal together. So this is a ring, and I soldered 2 ends together. And then I'm gonna set that aside. And then the next thing I'm gonna work on is removing the patina that I put on these pieces. So I remove it just from the back here, and then from the high point. So it'll just stay in the low points to kind of add depth to the piece. And I use these polish pads from Rio. It was recommended from Metalsmith Society. I before was like kind of sanding it off, and it was a big pain. But these remove it without actually removing any metal. So I think right now that's been the best thing I've found to achieve the look that I am hoping to achieve. And they're like 2 sheets kind of attached together. So I usually remove them. I lay it on a piece of leather and then kind of rub it to remove it. Right, on the right is the one that I haven't removed yet, and on the left is the one that I've removed the patina. So it'll kind of continue to get removed as I keep working on it, but that is just an example of what it looks like kind of before and in the middle. Next, I'm going to work harden the earring post, and basically what that means is when you solder, so I have my Invisalign in, so I probably am kind of lispy, but when you solder metal, it softens it, and then that means the post is usually too soft and it's easily bendable. So I don't want to bend it too much, but like I can literally bend it with my finger. So work hardening it just hardens the post so that way it's not easily bendable. And I'll show you how I do that in a minute. All right, I use these pliers to do it, and I'll hold it with the plier like this in one hand and then hold the earring with my other hand and just twist it. So this was actually another tip that I got from Metalsmith Society. So if you are a jeweler, definitely check out Metalsmith Society if you don't already. They have a lot of tips and tricks for jewelers. And it's just cool to see people doing the same thing you do, but maybe in a different way. See, and sometimes that happens, so that just means my solder wasn't done that well. So I'm gonna have to resolder that one, which is a shame, but I'd rather it happen to me than to the person wearing them. And then I go back with these pliers to straighten out the posts. Okay, it's been a few hours now. I've gotten quite a bit of work done, but I still have more to do. So let me show you what I've been working on. It might not look any different, but I have removed all the patina and done sanding on these. I've formed my hoops and did the patina removal and sanded those as well. And then I did the same to my halo rings and then set the stones for those. So the next stop is polishing for these. So So I'm gonna turn around. And these have already been sanded, so I'm gonna add those to my polishing pile. And we're slowly making way. All right, so I didn't finish everything that I wanted to finish. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna quit for the day. I made quite a bit of progress. I'm more than halfway finished, I think, so still a lot of work to do, but nothing too crazy. Hello, it's a few days later, and I got my hair cut, if you didn't notice. Well, it's been quite the week. I told somebody today that this has been the busiest week of my life. It seems like still have a lot of work to do, but we're making progress. I have about half, I think, of the order packaged and ready to go. The other half is in various stages of production. So I'll show you what I have left to do and wish me luck. All right, so this is my polish pile. This is what I am in the middle of polishing right now. This pile needs to be polished next, so I'm gonna start working on that. These rings need to be sanded and then polished. And then these are things that I just soldered today, so some of them are for the order and then some aren't. So the finished ones are gonna get cleaned up tonight, and then I'm gonna patina them. And then tomorrow, I'm gonna come back and polish everything here and then pack it up. Hello, it is Thursday evening. You saw me doing some polishing, I think earlier today, and I got everything polished from the stack that you saw. And I still have polishing compound on my face, so if it looks like I've been playing in the dirt, that's what's going on right here. So I'm gonna take a bath soon and get it all off. But so I got everything polished, and then now I just need to clean it, get the excess polishing compound off. And then after that, I let it dry and then pack it up. All right, I just counted and they ordered 46 items. So I don't know about y'all, but that is giant for me. So, I mean, I made it all, so it felt like a beast, but I didn't actually know how many items it was until just now. So 46, and here it is. I'll show you everything all packaged up. All right, so here is everything bagged. I know it's not as pretty as an order if you would order from our store, but putting everything in baggies, make sure that it doesn't tarnish while it's sitting in back stock. And then I put the item number on here so they can reference their packing list and make sure they got everything that they ordered. So I've checked like 5 times that the inventory is correct for the order, and it looks like it's good. I just get so scared that I'm not sending the right thing. So looks right. Packed it up. Next, I'm gonna add a little bit of like padding so the items don't shake around, and then I'll show you what else I'm adding in a minute. And next, I'm going to include the packing list of items in their order, and then also, so here. All right, also, you know, with my store, I hear questions like every day, and a lot of times it's the same question. So I kind of try to do different selling points that they might have asked, or just kind of to help talk about the jewelry a little bit, as well as jewelry care. So how we recommend taking care of the jewelry. So I've never done anything quite like this, but I thought it would be helpful for the sales associates. So I'm gonna fold those up, add them on top of the box, and then I've got a little note card. I'm gonna write a personal note to the person that placed the order, and then I'm gonna put one of my business cards in there as well. And then I do like little stickers every now and then with my regular online orders. And if you didn't know, the mascot for SCAD is the bee. So we're the SCAD bees, and I thought it would be sweet to add the little bee sticker for my SCAD bees. Hello, thank you for following along as I prepared and packaged my biggest order ever, and here's 2 even bigger orders in the future. I've got blisters on my fingers from working so hard last week.